Yo, 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 yo. It's your host, Tony, LT, Anthony, Yellow Tape King. Depending on what you call me, lets me know what I was on when you met me. And I had flipped the laptop and just hit record. Thank you, Brian fucking Cashman, for finally not being a cheapskate. Not being a bitch. And making the trade that we all know the Yankees needed to make this offseason worthwhile, because I don't think we're going to get Ohtani. And God forbid Shohei Ohtani goes to the Blue Jays. Or maybe, hopefully, Shohei goes to the Blue Jays and we do something real crazy like swing the Vladimir Guerrero trade. Who knows? That's just pie in the sky right now. But the one thing I do know as of right now, 10:52 p.m. Eastern Time, December 6th, Wednesday, 2023. Juan Soto is a New York Yankee. That means we don't care about the $32 million arbitration. You can get your money. We have a legit outfield. We filled our biggest need with the best player at that position in baseball. So much joy in my heart right now as a Yankees fan. I don't think people understand that don't watch baseball or, don't follow the sport. It has been 14 long, miserable years since the Yankees have won the World Series. Not only has it been 14 years since we won the World Series, it's been 14 years since we've even been to the motherfucker. And Boston has won since then twice. To make it even worse, the Astros have won twice to make matters worse. Come on, man. Come on. Brian Cashman, I wanted you fired. Not now. You can keep your job. I'm saying it like I got saying it, but for real, he was doing a terrible job as a GM. I felt like he was being non-aggressive, staying pat. We missed out on other great players. We missed out on Soto the first go round. Maybe lost the World Series because of it. But we got him now. Potential MVP. Future Hall of Famer. My boy in the pinstripes, man. Him with Judge. Hopefully Rizzo comes back healthy. Stan. That's a lot of power in the lineup. Just got Verdugo. 2 more left-handed hitters, which we needed in that right heavy lineup. Oh my gosh. Such a huge payroll not to think about left-handed hitters or a left fielder. This is why I wanted Brian Cashman fired. But now it all falls on Aaron Boone. I don't think the Yankees are done. They are scouting your boy from Japan. I say his name wrong, so I'm not going to say it. Yamamoto? Yeah. But, hey, we're willing to give him a $200 million contract. No, this means we have to extend Soto, which is interesting because we just extended Judge 36 a year. Still going to have Garrett Cole over 32 a year. Still going to have Giancarlo Stanton, who's owed about 30 a year for the next few years. Aaron Boone, you're the expendable one, if you not understand what I'm saying, with all this money and these players. But the players do have to perform. We see what a healthy Aaron Judge represents. We know what Juan Soto is. Garrett Cole at the top of our lineup. He just won the Cy Young. He doesn't look like he's slowing down. 5 top 5 finishes at that. my initial notes for the hot stove was going to be the hot stove is stressful, but now I have to say it. The hot stove is it is motherfucking bliss. It is bliss. I will say this though, when we made the move for Verdugo, it scared me because I thought that meant we was trying to sell a consolation prize for not getting Juan Soto. But Cashman held true to what he was saying, and he wanted two outfielders. I guess that just proves that Giancarlo Stanton is forever going to be a $30 million DH, which is crazy expensive. But, hey, you do your thing. I'm not mad at him. Getting that paid that much just to hit. And I can't lie. Looking at what we gave up, I'm not. Michael King is major. He did have a future as a starter in our rotation, but it's levels, and clearly, the Padres were trying to get 4 quarters instead of a solid dollar, and that's what they got. You know, Higgy, I'm going to miss him. He was very solid behind the plate. It is going to be interesting to see how that works out for Garrett Cole because that was his catcher of choice. But like I say, man, you going after a Hall of Famer. You throw Trent Grisham in there. Johnny Brito, just arms. I mean, you know, they straight. Randy Vasquez, Drew Thorpe, we just threw in some arms. Higgy. I mean, if Michael King goes out and wins the Cy Young, God bless him, man. But you got somebody who probably going to top out at 15 to 17 wins. His career high for somebody who can win the MVP and or the Triple Crown. Somebody who can take you over the top. It's no price too high, I believe, to win the championship in sports within, you know, the legal parameters. They're so hard to win in professional sports. You have franchises that never have even been to championships. You got franchises that's never won, obviously, in 20, 30 years of being a franchise. You got franchises like Boston that went 100 years between going. You got franchises like the Cubs went over 100 years between going to the World Series. That is lifetimes. It is no price too high if you think this will get you to a championship. At least that's what I believe. And with that being said, ain't no salary cap, Yankees. Yes Network makes a lot of money. A lot of money. I know y'all getting a lot of advertisements for the Brooklyn Nets games. I know y'all get a lot of advertisement for the Yankee games. Hey, Ohtani is still out there, guys. It may sound pie in the sky, but why not? I am ready for the Yankees to fucking buy a chip. Just got a text from my cuz. Hey, cuz, we got him. Yes, we did. Reel that motherfucker in like a marlin. Need Rodon to come back, be healthy, show some of what he showed at the back end of last year to be behind Garrett Cole in case we don't get another starter. Or maybe go after somebody. I mean, Giolito out there, high strikeout guy. If Nestor Cortez can come back healthy, you know, it's just health on the pitching staff. If everybody can come back and stay healthy, I think we'll be good. And as long as Boone stay out the way, to me, the Yankees can still go out there and fuck it up because they have the worst manager. The worst manager in baseball. He makes me sick. Jesus. But hopefully talent trumps it all, guys. I will be back to talk in-season tournament because, you know, I got to talk about my Lakers. You know, I got to talk about Sawston Reeves, baby. Got to talk Braun. Triple-double guy. I'll be back. What's up, guys? I'm back. I'm going to talk in-season tournament. I was going to deviate, but I don't want to break up what I got going on. Last night we got to see LeBron in his greatness. Come on, man. My boy out here dropping 30 points in 23 minutes? 23 minutes? Come on now. I know you guys getting tired of people saying you're 21. I know you guys getting tired of hearing about the age. But you absolutely, positively have to put some respect on what you're seeing from my guy. He's getting better, dare I say, because he is shooting better. Right now in the in-season tournament, LeBron is averaging 26, 8, and 8. You know what that sounds like? Typical LeBron. Sounds like typical LeBron James. And I know you guys are tired of it, but I'm not. But I'm here to talk in-season tournament. We got Lakers, Pacers for the championship. As a Lakers fan, I have to say I'm nervous. I'm nervous because the way that the Pacers can score. I'm nervous because I feel as though we give up a lot of second chance points, and with the shooters that the Pacers have, those second chance points will be threes and not just put back dunks. The best time to shoot a three is off a offensive rebound. But just to talk about like the semifinals of the play-in and the play-in in totality, the NBA did a great thing with this. It was so hype. The intensity just from watching it at home, the investment that I had in this game, especially when the NFL throws you an alley-oop of the Steelers and the Patriots, two of the most anemic offenses in football. Nobody's going to want to watch that, especially when you got the Lakers playing. And then you had a LeBron-Zion matchup where Zion, which he came out and said he was too laid back, didn't hold up his end of the bargain. And it wasn't like he wasn't shooting well. He was 6 for 8. He just ain't shoot enough. He didn't come with enough oomph. And this is why veteran teams win in the NFL, if you ask me. Because they understand the moment. You know, they understand, okay, this is a game where we got to bring it. And they typically do. The Lakers did last night. LeBron did. It's still scary, though, how the Lakers look when LeBron is off the floor sometimes. In the second quarter, we got up to 11-point lead. And I promise you, it seemed like within 2 minutes, it was back down to 1. And LeBron had to get back in. And then 2 minutes later, it was back up to 10. Which is cool to see how he can still save the day at the age that he is and what he can do. But we got to figure out the Anthony Davis situation. Watching the games, a lot of people blame Anthony Davis, and I get it if your gripe with him is he doesn't demand the ball enough. But if you watch a lot of the Lakers games, they either miss him completely, or D'Lo is making a bad entry pass, or he's done his job on defense. He's trying to get back down. As soon as he get in any kind of position in the paint, a three is gone up. So now his best chance of getting the ball is an offensive rebound. I do believe that is a problem, and somehow, some way that has to be fixed. The only people who really can find Anthony Davis and get him the rock in a position to get an easy bucket is Austin Reeves and LeBron. And honestly, D'Lo, that has to be your job as the starting point guard. He still misses him a lot of errant passes, or he just doesn't get him the ball. Taurean Prince balled out last night. If he can play like that every night, it's going to be very hard to beat the Lakers, and I'm not saying that as a Lakers fan. I'm not going to hold this against the Pelicans because as much as it is an in-season tournament, the goal is to win the Larry O'Brien. And maybe this can be the kind of loss that helps a team like the Pelicans because they're long, athletic shooters across the board. You know, Zion can be a matchup nightmare. Trey Murphy can shoot. Herb Jones can hit a three, play defense. Trey Murphy hit a three, play great defense. Brandon Ingram, long, hit a three, play defense. And you can just see how Willie Green coaches him. He still coaches them like an AAU team. He's out there yelling because they was mic'd up. Maybe he was fronting from the mics, but I don't think he was. He's mic'd up. Arms out, hands out, hands out, hands out. Extend your hands. Yelling at them until they did so. You know, and that is a lot of length and defense to deal with. And then you got Alvarado out here stealing anything that's available on the court. Okay, so, yeah, man, but shout out to them. And then you got the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton. It's scary out here. He is out here balling out of control. 15 assists, no turnovers. To me, that is always the most impressive stat if you're talking about a point guard. And I know it's early, but around 20 games, you pretty much get a feel of who is what. You know, maybe small changes here or there because it's not that much room to be made change-wise in the standings, but especially out west. But you pretty much know the good teams, the bad teams, the okay teams. And you kind of can see who's getting in position for certain awards. And right now you got to have Tyrese Halliburton near or at the top of your MVP discussions. And he definitely, if the Pacers win tomorrow, will be the in-season tournament MVP. I mean, he's averaging 26 points and 14 assists. God almighty. You know, and that's when I had to learn, shout out to Cuz on the Prize Picks conversation, to never, ever, I'm never going under again on you, Tyrese Halliburton. Promise that, even against my Lakers. But I do like that we can put more big bodies out, big physical wings on him. Hopefully that can slow him down, make the passing lanes hard. But, I mean, she saw that pass he made to Obi Toppin last night. It's just going to try and do the best. Yeah, man. This has been very entertaining. I don't know if it's just the media attention brought to it. I think it's the players. This season has been so much better with the players playing more anyway. But I think part of it is because the in-season tournament, because you got 2 days out the week where you know you're going to see the guys, your stars play, barring an injury where they just can't go. But the one thing I will say is I'm tired of these players being applauded for playing like that's actually their job. You know, they get paid millions of dollars to play. So I don't want this to turn into a thing where they went from not playing so much that now that they're doing what they're supposed to do, now they're getting praised for it. Hell nah. Hell to the nah. But give a quick prediction on my in-season tournament. I have the Lakers beating the Pelicans. LeBron, the inaugural in-season MVP, in-season tournament MVP, in-season tournament champ. I think LeBron's on a kind of mission this year, and especially playing when it matters the most. And this is a game that matters. It seemed like this mattered to teams. And I think that LeBron being the more veteran and being able to lead his troops better than Tyrese Halliburton may be able to right now is the difference. I don't think it's a talent difference. I think it's an experience difference. Rick Carlisle is going to have some shit, though. He seems to know how to go against LeBron a little bit. So, but I have to go Lakers. You feel me? But all right, man, I'll be back. I want to talk NFL. I saw a weird top 10 list on my Twitter, so I want to go over that. Peace. What's up, guys? I'm back. Want to talk? I was on Twitter and I saw Fox had a top 10 quarterbacks list. And just to run it off for you, it is number 1 was Patrick Mahomes, 2 Joe Burrow, 3 Lamar Jackson, 4 was I lost it. I'm sorry. 4 was Jalen Hurts. 5 was Josh Allen. 6 was Dak Prescott. 7 was Justin Herbert. 8 was Tua Tagovailoa. 9 was C.J. Stroud. 10 was Brock Purdy. Now, if anybody knows me, they know where my issue is with this list. First of all, I'm sick of the Joe Burrow is the second best quarterback talk. I think we might have to give that to Lamar Jackson. To beat a man, you have to beat the man in the immortal words of the great philosopher Ric Flair. And Lamar Jackson is 3-1 against Joe Burrow. That's a small gripe because I like Joe Shiesty. I'm not going to hold you. But my biggest issue is Josh Allen being at 5. What makes him a top 5 quarterback? We should already understand that Josh Allen is not as good as Dak Prescott. Just so happened Dak Prescott plays for the Cowboys, so he's under more scrutiny than any other quarterback would be in the NFL, as long as you're not Tom Brady. And guess what? Tom Brady's not in the league anymore. But I just got a little bit of stats, man. So Josh Allen is behind Tua, C.J. Stroud, and Dak Prescott for total yards. Dak is behind Brock Purdy, Tua, and Dak for yards per attempt. Josh is behind Tua, Dak, and Purdy in passing percentage. He is behind Dak and TDs, so that only makes him second, which is cool. But he's also second in interceptions, only behind Sam Howell. Okay? His passer rating is lower than C.J. Stroud, Tua, Dax. So I just want to know, what was the metrics when they was making this list to have him as a top 5 quarterback? Is this based off of his whole career? Is this based off of this year? Which I think it would have to be, right? Because C.J. Stroud is here. Brock Purdy is here. 2 quarterbacks that's outplayed Josh Allen. Josh Allen has a top, 5 receiver? Is no excuse. There's no excuse. I believe at least 4 of the 5 players have outplayed Josh Allen this year. And honestly, I can go with, when I say 4 out of 5, I mean 4 of the 5 that's behind him on this list. But I can go as far as saying every quarterback that's behind Josh Allen on this list, whether it's Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert, Tua Tagovailoa, C.J. Stroud, or Brock Purdy, has outplayed Josh Allen in the year 2023-2024 season. I don't get the hype. He turns the ball over way too much. He's very careless. He turns the ball over in the red zone. He's reckless with his body. I don't know, man. The hype. But, hey, Fox, you guys have a bigger platform, so I'm going to let you guys have it. I'll be back in a few seconds. I want to talk college football playoffs. And I'm back. The last thing I want to talk about is the college football playoffs. A lot of controversy with it. I get both sides of the coin, but I do feel like the committee made the right decision. It's not right based off of what everyone believes a team should achieve and accomplish in order to make the playoffs, but it's right in the idea of you want to have the best 4 teams, not the most deserving 4 teams. And that has forever been the fight or the confusion with the college football playoffs, is which should make the 4? Is it the best 4 or the most deserving 4? And to me, I always going to lean with the best 4. And without Jordan Travis, Florida State is not one of the best 4. I do believe if Jordan Travis plays, even if they win with the same scores, if Jordan Travis is healthy and he plays, Florida State makes the playoffs, no doubt. 13-0, conference championship, they do it. But here we are. We got Michigan, Bama. I'm going with Bama on that. And then you got UW, Texas. That is going to be tough. Penix probably going to be pissed. He don't get the Heisman. This is going to be tough. But give me Texas. Give me Texas. And then you get the most watched, the highest attended college football championship of all time in Houston, Texas, for Alabama, Texas, for the national championship. Yeah, man, I think the only way that you can really fix the playoffs is to go to 6 games, where the top 2 teams will get a bye. The 4 can play New Year's. And then you could play again on the 8th. Then you have the national championship game on the 15th. I think 8 to 12 teams is way, way too much. I think I'm sorry, guys, but I think 8 to 12 teams are way too much, man. I'm not trying to see Penn State, Ole Miss. I'm not trying to see these teams. Who would it be? Oregon? No, yeah, probably be Oregon. I don't want to see these teams with 2 or 3 losses. They had their opportunity. They proved that they couldn't beat the teams that were ahead of them. Most of the teams in the 8th, 9th spot, 11th, especially 12th, they lost to the teams that are ahead of them. That is why they are there. Let's not get too greedy with the money. It saturates it. It makes the spots less valuable. You know what I'm saying? It makes more controversy when it's only 4 to 6 teams. Let's keep it that way, guys. All right? So with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all listening to me. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. I appreciate y'all, man. Got the Twitter up. Go follow me on Twitter, Talkin Game. Gonna have the Facebook up soon. Gonna have the TikTok popping. And gonna get that social media going. Peace, people.